Okay, so let me explain this to you. Okay. So I got two letters, and I wish I can show you me writing and what's going on in my head right now. And don't think this is fast. And what color is magentic? The P.O. box. So we now have the post office. You know, the post office is one of the most highly regarded nouns on this planet, because the post office was what transports the mail, whatever that mail is. So the P.O. transports a mail. And how do you spell mail? M-A-L-E, or is it M-A-I-L, right? The L part is like the first letter because it's the last letter, right? It's the first letter like it's the last letter. And don't forget, I make some of this stuff up as I go, but I'll always say it again. I'll repeat it over time. The first letter is the last letter. I'm just making up, putting together my story right now. So when the L comes as the first letter, you always have to know that it's creation, the L. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 1 and 2. That's how we got there. So the beginning of Fibonacci in the second position of the calculation of Fibonacci will create what is C. So when you have the letter L, you have the highest grade of creation. You have the F creation, because you have AB, what is C, as 1, 2, what is a total of 3. Now wait, it is the 12th letter, which is L, which is almost like saying able or lab. Lab, Libra, lab science, balance. Balance, by the way, is balancing ball taught by us fleshy robotics as the seal, like the seal of approval, or a FOC, P-H-O-C, hawk, P-hawk. So now we have to go loudmouth schnook and something with a hawk inside Bugs Bunny. I'm putting together a story, if I can remember what I'm doing right now. So the letter L, why I said lab, because I take pieces and parts and I put them back together, and when the B is around, you are talking about DC, you are talking about 7, you are talking about 7, and if I want to talk about 7, I want to talk about GT. GT, okay, in Gematria is hold on a second, I have to write a letter. Okay, so the letter L, the greatest of creation of the letter L is 3 and 9. 9, the 9th letter, you have to know there's only 2 letters in the regular alphabet, A to Z, 1 through 26, that only has 2 letters to its house. And since it only has 2 letters, I and R, like in hi sir, how are you, right? Which S equals to 1. I and R are 2 letters. So it's 27 times 2 equals to 54 and 18. Because if we were talking, hold on, 54, 18, and 18 and 9 equals to 27. They're in themselves, those 2 letters in themselves are a reverse 27 in the same house. Do you know any other letters in the same house that equal to this? Okay, no. And this is created by 3 times 6, 3 plus 6. So that is your 3 creation. In the 14733, in the 25833. Nothing that I say that I ever create, because it's coming off the face of the calculator. 7 over to 4 is 3, the difference of 5 and 6. 1 over to 4 is 3, the difference is 2 and 3. There's only 2 numbers, but there's 3 is the difference. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3, showing me that difference. Will I need it? Will that equation work somewhere? I don't know. But that's what happens. That's the result from what I just did with the equation. Remember, I started with post office. The word was stop and AMC. They're using it as GameStop, okay, and they're using it also as AMC, the entertainment company. As of, let me see if I can find this piece. Art Music Council, AMC. GameStop is GS 719. I wrote 715 earlier on for something somebody was talking about, but 719 is, that's GS, which is actually a spirit gate. It is in the third house, okay, of A. I have to shut the door. Give me a second. Okay, S is in the third house of A, which is also first what is last, and one in between when you have three letters. It's AJS. Give me all that jazz. But is that supposed to be the real order? How does it work? Because there's a lot of ways to make it work, and depending on what you do with the artwork, right? Depending on what you do with the artwork, right? If I say A, or I say A, or, oh my God, now it looks sort of like a T with, oh my God, there's a pyramid in here beginning. Holy mac. Right? Now I'm not going to go up and complete this like in a corner, right? So we have two A's, and now what happens, okay, is that I'm going to get another A here and another A here. So we have 4A. Now, if I don't close an area, what's going on? Well, how are the pyramids made? Can I make them out of 3? Can I design this a little bit differently and do it that way? And I went up by 2, so here I'm going to go by 2, and then I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go here by 2, and then I'm going to go here by 2. And these designs you've already seen somewhere before. Now, these are obligations. I can stretch out 3. Once I stretch out to the 4th one, I'm running thin between lines. I don't know what that means, but the 4th means I've mirrored. So you really, maybe if you're going to do 3, right, over here, well, that's 1, 2. So that would be 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we have 1 step. And how many times can we do this? Because Roman numerals says we can do it 3 times. Right? We can do it 8 and 13, right? H and M. Let's not call it home, all right? Home of DC. 80 and 24. 10 for communication, 420. Dividing gates. We put this over here. It's actually 14. It's NA. I'm not really sure what that is supposed to mean, but when you add up 1 to 14, it equals to 105. But inside of what is 14 is 2 and 3, and that's the house of BC before the Christ. 105 or 15, the 15 balls in pool. 23, how do we create 23 or 32? I'm not going to get into that. Well, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. Or 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals 6, 5. 5 plus 6 equals to 11. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 and 1. So yeah, we're here. We created the A. What's going on with this? Is there a building that's being built? Anyway, I'm just trying to look here. I'm not going to go the in between. We're going to pick up this one here. Is that the way it is? This one here. And this one here. So we're sort of like going like that. And I think it's cutting sort of over here, but nothing's happening here. And then over here it's going back, and then we're running back down over here. So I'm just trying to see how that building is designed, you know. And then we come up with the center over here. How do we, does everybody reach the center? Can everybody reach the center? And I'm looking at this piece here, all different. You have 4 different areas. I'm trying to figure out what they are. But anyways, I'm just showing you what came from the art. Now what happened is 3 and 9. This is your basic creation. 1 and 1. Okay, you're 1 and 1, you're 66 because we live in the Cubonic house right here. This is the house. You're going to look up the game Craps. You're going to look up the game Sickbo. You're also going to go to Backgammon, Monopoly, and Continuation. And in every single game, it's telling you a story. So why is 1 and 1 like the gateway? Well, first of all, if we start here and end here at 1 and 1, and 7 is up over here, and 5 and 3, and 5 and 3, where's 6? 6 does that. 6 connects 5 and 7, and it creates that. So depending on how you want to do it, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how you want to do it, you know, and then we'll just connect it up and make sure that we have a plateau. And we have that, what I call the pingle, is where 66 connect 57, 75, 75, 0, 75. When you multiply 57, 75 by 13, it equals this, and that is the moon. 12, 12, 35, and 35 equals to 47 and 47. Time after time. Energy. But energy is 74. So the reverse of time is energy. Actually, it's what it is it's a French abbreviation for saying half Earth. Terre. Okay, I don't know the way you spell it, right? You can say, I don't care how you spell it. We have to get to RE. Okay, we can use it as energy. We can use it as raw. We can use this as the 7th gate because in Gematria, it becomes the point of the pyramid right here. So we have 12 and 12. And the 66 is 12. So we have 3 different kinds of mathematical 12s. 6 connects 5 and 7 equaling to 18, equaling to 18. So 18 and 18 is 36. Minus 7 equals 29. So it is the birth to the 7th gate. 4 by 9 equals to 36. And it is 36 that'll create 18 and 9. And that's INR, and that's the numeric value for the sun. What other words have a 54 value where sun is 3 letters? Okay, although sun equals to 54, the letter count 3 by 27 equals to 81. What is Venus? And where you see on the dice cube over here, we match it up with a calculator over here. Everything around number 5, although that's the 1 dot. So we're always talking about area 51. I'm uploading this video and I'm going to come back and continue on. The stories don't stop, my friends. We are all together in this. We have to understand what we need to understand. Now let me make it, how can I explain this? We live in a system. The system hears us. It's listening to us right now. You can't get away from it. It is your vibration and you're its vibration. For what you think, what goes through your mind, and the action that comes from your mouth, from the action that comes from the parts of your bodies that are moving parts by choice. The system hears us, and when it's time and we go out calling, it will come. Well, why hasn't it been here before? There was still more life to live, to learn. And with life, it is evil. It is so understanding on how to be good. But good? Who's good? My good? You're doing good for who? For yourself? For who's good? For the good of all? The good of all? How can you say that? What if somebody's not happy being good? That's not for the good at all. Who makes the rules? What is nice? What is kind? Because we understand it, and it's easier to get along when you're smiley and happy and understanding through the definition of we're so lucky to be able to discuss. But are we lucky enough to have the patience to understand, and if so, accept the differences? Or oil like water? And still the edges of the oil, the edges of the water, they move. I'm going to be back. Going to get something in the kitchen. Although you won't see me gone. Oh, yes, you will. I'm ending the video. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. That was the other thing that I just noticed now. But inside of here, I just want to do this design before I go. Let me see. Because I just saw it here. You know, I just saw it right now. You know, I got 88, and then I got 88, and then I have a K. I have it like a K here. Right? I have a, I don't know if it's a K or what you see. Do you see the E letter? But instead of it going straight through the E letter into the heart, okay, it stops over here, showing you the short arm on the E. What was once a C, splitting the C. When you split the C, you get an E. Sorry, when you split the C, you get an E. And why is it that size? Because that is Mars. Mars is 22 for ape. It is bust. It is 12 and a monkey. And that monkey is monkey D, monkey do, monkey I, C, U. Why? Because when you add up A, B, C, D, okay, it equals to 10. So actually, it's monkey J. It's Jack. It's JD, the finalization, adding 4 or the mirror to create within what was man, 6 and 4, Zion, Israel. It is mirrored 23:32. It is mirrored the sun 54:45 and the passage in the sun. And where in the world do I get all these numbers from? I'm going to tell you. When you add up 1 plus 2 plus 3, it equals to 6. When you add on the 4 over here, it equals to 10. The 10th letter is J. Zion is number 64. Israel is number 64. Remember, this is for the children of the Creator. We are all the children of the Creator. We all have to understand each other's stories if we choose to. Let me see if I can fix the... For those of you who'd like to help out this channel, I have either an e-transfer or PayPal. I just want to thank you. Yes, am I allowed to say your name? Is it? I see a different address. I have to check that out again. Okay, I knew it. I mean, who else is gonna? You know what? I have to go to the John. You know, but who else is gonna baptize anybody? Right? I got to go to the John. But who else is gonna baptize somebody with the torch? The torch is on. The torch is not off, and we're on the come out roll. Or we made the point. And these are terminologies in the game of craps. C-R-A-P. So this is 21, 22, 32, 38. And then 19 equals to 57. Is that correct? 17 and 21 is 38, 38, 48, 50. Wow, the moon, male and female. Wow, the cubes are male and female. Holy Toledo. And look at the design they're making inside of that, like a little, I don't know, it looks like a groundhog inside of here. Right here, this whole thing. You see this little groundhog, and he's got his little hairs standing up, right? So that's 57, male and female, 12 and 13, the king and the queen. Hey, John, I got to go to John. Okay, TKS, John, thank you very much. Much appreciate it. Much appreciated. Baptized, PA. Again, so we were started. I want to go back before I end this video and go back to post office equals to 31. And what it is 7 times 3, 7 plus 3 equals to 21 equals to 10. So this 10 house of A, B, C, D coming together, although this is 2 numbers, the 10 house is 4 numbers. And I believe when we're counting, okay, when we're counting in a single square, we're counting this way. We have to count like this way, this way, this way, and this way in a single square, because we can't go outside the lines. So right away we have our 10. But anyways, 37 or 73, that is Nibiru 4004. You can also look when the zeros come together as 8. It is also 49499, 16, 16, 77. This is a gateway. This is the house of DC. And why is it like this? Because the 7, okay, 6 and 1, 7. 6 and 1, 7. It's the only real 7. This one and this one's the only 7. If you want to see 8, you see 8 right here. If you want to see 9, it's all the faces. 9 ignites all the faces. So why I did that is because 9 plus 7 equals to 16, 1 plus 6 equals to 7. So I come up with all 7s. 40, 40. This is the entire 82469173. 31 is the numeric value for the cube. The rotation inside what is known numbers for what is moon, okay, is adding up this and then adding up this, and this is 5775. Now, hold on a second. Wow, it's funny. I don't know when the camera started again. So, wow. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I got this part in over here. The cube is numeric value 31. O 15, P 16. 7 times 3, 7 plus 3 equals to 31. The rotation inside what is 5775, male and female. Male for the 7 gateway, female for the E world. Okay, female is the E world, the male is the gateway. G and E, 5G. Okay. 31, 13, 31, 57. 75, 13, 31, 13, 57, 75. Where do we find this? Where do we find this? 75,075 moons. We find this, hold on a second. Where, oh, where? I just had it here. Yeah, it's right here. It's right here. Well, I got so many things on my screen, I lost my camera. Okay, here's my camera. See, it's right here. Orphaland, Morpheus, orphan children, 9 birth of the cube, in the sun, in the 2 worlds, 10, 10, 20, JJ, Jack, okay, to the 1 spirit of birth, 19 and 14. These are bookends. AI are bookends to what is born in the sun. Man born in the sun. On this side over here is through the dark gateway in the house of DC to the 6 light torch. These are bookends. Number 23, 11 and 23, 17 minus and plus. 11 o'clock is the 23rd hour. In the house of DC, 3 numbers here. The center is 34, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers here. The center is 14, 5, 5 and 7. The house entering into the moon. So it's not me. TH, 4th, 5th. Why don't we put TH together and say teach? Raphael 70, 286 in a constellation of Pegasus. So much more, so much more. Y12. We started off, so we didn't, so I did the PO and stop. Stop is the angel. ST is number 39. It fits into the house of 666 because O and X, which is hugs and kisses, is 39. ABCD 10, 10 equals to 39. The reverse of 10 is the rat sun, which is the letters inside of what is Saturn. If you want to use polarities on a planet, if you want to know what gases are there, and whatever they read, whatever is read, it doesn't matter. This stuff we breathe and we exhale is information. So if there's a carbon tax, there's a carbon tax on movement of information, because if there's anything happening in the air, it's just how much we're spitting it out. And if we tell the truth or we tell a lie, that's going to change the, can I say, synapse of the situation. Fully connected. Every single one of us here. Completely. It's up here. I don't have to be right for how you think what I'm thinking. This is a base judgment of understanding. How come and why? Why can it be? How can it be? Or is it just logical because I understand it completely? What do you think? Raphael, 7286, in a constellation of Pegasus. Don't leave home without your cat.